Hello, this is a review of the key climate events from around the world. USA. The volcano St. Helens, located in the country of Shemania in the state of Washington, is quite dangerous for the region. The behavior of the volcano is puzzling scientists and geophysicists from New Mexico. It erupts periodically. The surprising fact is that there is no magma in the depth of the volcano, and the volcano is located in a seismically calm zone. One explanation to this phenomenon is that magma enters the volcano from the magma reserves located 50 kilometers east of the volcano. But how magma can travel such a distance, scientists cannot explain. Russia. The Hydrometeorological Center of the country reported that March of 2017 was the warmest March in the history of meteorological observations, which have been tracked over the last 127 years.
April 1st. USA. Tornado damaged 50 houses in the state of Virginia. Guatemala. The volcano Chirabla erupted for 16 hours. Many neighborhoods were affected by the falling ash. This is the third volcano eruption this year. Indonesia. Landslide in the east of the Java island destroyed 32 houses in the village of Banuran in the area of Ponorogo. 26 people were under the rubble. During the day, there were 18 earthquakes recorded with magnitude of 4.0 or greater. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. Helen Keller.
April 2nd. Australia. In the southeast of Queensland and in the northern part of New South Wales, floodwaters continue to rise. 100,000 houses remain without electricity. Water level is still rising in 6 large rivers of the region. 740 millimeters of precipitation fell within a day in the valley of the Tweed River. Colombia. A mud flow collapsed in the city of Mocoa in the department of Putumayo. Hundreds of people were injured, houses were destroyed, and bridges and roads were damaged. The streets of the city were filled with streams of mud and large boulders. Water, electricity, and gas supply were disrupted. A third of the normal monthly rainfall fell overnight. 2,700 people are at temporary housing. The president of the country announced that the disaster was due to climate change. Russia. The Kluchevskoye volcano in Kamchatka erupted 3 times during the day. The ash column rose up to a height of 1.2 to 2.8 kilometers. Fire began near the Novonisseika settlement in the Baysky district. The combustion was completely extinguished after 4 hours. USA. A strong thunderstorm with hail passed through the states of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. In Boy Bridge, Louisiana, 2 people were injured by a tornado. During the day, 27 earthquakes of 4.0 or greater magnitude were recorded.
April 3rd. Indonesia. In Jember County in East Java, due to floods, more than 1,000 houses were damaged. Chile. The volcano of Nevados de Chillán erupted and threw a column of ash into the atmosphere to a height of several hundred meters. Botswana. An earthquake with a magnitude of 6.5 at a depth of 12 kilometers was recorded, about 229 kilometers from the country's capital. Subterranean tremors were felt in the neighboring countries. There was no reports of casualties or destruction. Botswana is not a country prone to earthquakes. USA. A heavy rain caused a flood on the streets of Birmingham, Alabama. 27,000 houses were left without electricity. 20 tornadoes swept through the state of Georgia, damaging houses and breaking trees. China. A forest fire broke out in the province of Shanghai near the village of Fansa in Tanggu County. 4 people got injured. Canada. On the island of Newfoundland in Gander, fell 56 centimeters of snow, thereby increasing the snow cover in the city to a record of 223 centimeters. During the day, 18 earthquakes were recorded, magnitude of 4.0.
What lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Henry David Thoreau.
April 4th. Argentina. Storm floods occurred in the city of Mendoza and surrounding areas. Also in the region, hail the size of a chicken egg fell. Prolonged heavy storms caused flooding in Comodoro Rivadavia. More than 7,600 people were evacuated. Russia. In the Far East, 20 new forest fires have been recorded. Fires are gaining strength every day. The area of ignition reached 2.6 thousand acres. Extinguishing of the fires becomes complicated by the fact that some fires are on the Russian-Chinese border or outside the border. USA. Tornado swept through the city of Goodman in Missouri. Buildings were damaged. 1,200 homes were left without electricity. Kazakhstan. The number of people affected by the floods is increasing in the country. More than 390 people have been evacuated. Japan. The Sakurajima volcano threw a column of ash into the atmosphere. Italy. The volcano of Etna continues to erupt. In the region, an orange level of aviation danger has been established. The activity of the volcano has not stopped since March 18th. According to volcanologists, on Mount Etna, there are up to 400 volcanic craters, each of which wakes up on an average once every 3 months, throwing ash and lava. For this reason, the name of the volcano from the Arabic language is translated as the Fiery Mountain. Ukraine. In the capital of the country, since the beginning of the month, a total of 6 temperature records have been recorded since the beginning of recorded history in 1881. During the day, 37 earthquakes were recorded with a magnitude of 4.0 or greater.
April 5th, Italy. The volcano Stromboli erupted, creating lava flow and column of ash. Mexico. A sandy whirlpool appeared in the town of Tlatlacutepec in the state of Puebla. Indonesia. Mud flow fell in the area of Sanur in the province of Banten. Iran. An earthquake with a magnitude of 4.1 at a depth of 10 kilometers was recorded in the province of Khorasan Razavi. The earthquake was followed by 24 aftershocks. 20 settlements near the epicenter in the mountainous area suffered from earthquakes. In the community, 20 to 80% of the buildings were damaged. New Zealand. 250 millimeters of precipitation fell on the North Island within 250 hours. In the city of Edgecombe, the cyclone Debbie caused severe floods. The level of flooding reached 2 meters. 600 houses were flooded. 2,000 people were forced to leave their homes. During the day, 29 earthquakes were recorded, magnitude 4.0 or greater.
April 6. China. A strong storm with hail passed through the province of Guizhou. More than 40,000 people were affected. 1,800 hectares of crops were damaged. USA. A tornado swept through the district of Okeechobee in the state of Florida and Columbia County in the state of Washington. Another tornado swept through the state of Virginia. The state of Alabama was hit by a storm with a large hail. 54,000 homes were left without electricity. A tornado damaged 25 houses in the Gunnery district. India. In Jammu and Kashmir, several settlements suffered from the flood. During the day, 14 earthquakes were recorded with magnitude of 4.0 or greater.
We are made by love, we are made of love, and we are made for love. Rashid Badlibala.
April 7th, Papua New Guinea. The volcano of Bagan threw a column of ash and gas to a height of 1.8 kilometers. The orange code of aviation danger was declared. Indonesia. The volcano Mount Sinabung erupted for the second time this week. USA. The area of the Blue Mountains in Oregon suffered from a strong wind, speed of 43 miles per second. India. A landslide fell in the village of Gabriel, 12 homes were damaged. During the day, 20 earthquakes were recorded, magnitude of 4.0 or greater. In just 1 week, more than 12.6 thousand people became climate refugees.
The most important thing is to never lose hope. In any difficult situation, a person who can keep peace of mind and spirit will always find a way out of any problem. Never lose humanity in any given situation. Unity of people is the key to survival of mankind in the future.
What are the impacts of climate change? What are the solutions? Find out here. geocenter.info. ALLATRA-science.org. ALLATRA Science Report on the problems and consequences of global climate change on Earth. Effective ways to solve these problems.